One thing that I hold true in everything that I do is this one little quote. Too much of any good thing is good for nothing. That is an original quote. Take that to the bank and quote me anytime you use it. Let's get into the video.
I ain't giving man a turn. I don't wanna know when pretty women wanna flirt. Learn you can judge a nigga by the women that he curves. I love this game. I ain't lost focus. I'm a hit maker.
Hey, what's good with you? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome as good. Well, go on, gang, gang. Welcome to the crew. Welcome to the nation. The channel. If you're new to your channel, the channel is all about providing you with a daily dose of edutainment. My goal, my aspiration is to make you laugh, brighten up your day, but also give you knowledge and nuggets of wisdom that you can apply to your own day-to-day life and make it better. Now, I've seen my fair share of videos about this topic, and you probably have too. But not only do I want to talk about it, but I also want to give you a solution to the topic as well, because a lot of videos I found, it seems to be very an open-ended discussion, like social media is bad, blah blah blah, it's the boogeyman.
Down and tell me all about it.
Well, I know it's absurd, but I dreamed the boogeyman was after me, and he's
It'll ruin your life, it'll hurt your mental health, but like, what do you do about it? Okay, we talk about the problem, but like, what's the solution? What's the solution? I'm gonna give you some practical tips. I'll go through my experience. Perhaps it'll relate to you as well. And then I'll get into the fixing the solution. Handy Manny in the cut. Bob the Builder in the cut.
They get the job done. Bob the Builder, can we fix it? Bob the Builder, yes we can.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. So, I essentially got Instagram around 2015, right? So first year, I didn't really have it, social media like that. I had like a Hawaii phone, like maybe one of those old phones that you don't want to take pictures in because the quality is so trash. So I had one of those phones. So I wasn't really big on social media. That's why I never even had Vine app. I really wasn't into that whole scene essentially, right? So I downloaded Instagram, and you know, it's cool. You see, okay, so I start seeing people that I wouldn't have been able to see otherwise, right, on social media and stuff like that. And you feel like you're getting like a personal connection with the people that you watch or you follow and stuff like that. And then I started noticing that I started comparing my situation, myself, to a lot of these other people as well. It's like, oh, she has 10,000 followers. Whoa, she must be elite. She must be special, all right? Oh, but she only has 900. There's nothing like special about this girl compared to this girl, right? And you know, that's one of those things that, you know how we used to talk about keeping up with the Joneses? With regards to having stuff like the big house, the cars, and like jewelry, like we have that now as well. It's still prevalent, but now we have an added layer to it, which is like keeping up with the Kardashians. So like your social media presence, like how popular you are, how relevant you are in your industry, right? And we always look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie, but they lie too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You see people all the time flexing on Instagram. He has like 2 million Instagram followers, but he can't sell his music, right? Or he has 500,000 Instagram followers, but his music that he's supposed to be known for isn't selling, right? So it's like, how do you have this many followers, but none of them F with your music?
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Right? So it's like, if that's your main thing, it's like, where's the correlation, right? I see my first, like even on YouTube, right? I've seen my first of instances where somebody has, I don't know, 30,000 subscribers. They're pushing in like anywhere from 1 to 3K views per video. And another person has 100,000 subscribers, and you'd expect them to get more views, but they're still pushing the same amount of views as the person with 30,000 subscribers. So subscriber count, follower count, it only tells you part of the story. Always remember, it only tells you part of the story. It doesn't tell you the whole picture. It's like, what's their engagement like? What's the how many active subscribers or followers do they have? How many of them are dead and stuff like that. So anytime you look at someone's like Instagram following, it's like, yo, it doesn't always tell you the whole picture of what's going on with their account. And again, also up to remember that people buy the engagement too sometimes. I don't see it being as much of a problem on YouTube as it is with Instagram and Twitter oftentimes. But again, it's fake. All of it's fake. Like, I'm not gonna show you a picture of me like being sick. Doesn't really make sense. I mean, like, some people might do that just to like be relatable and be authentic, but like most of the time I'm not gonna post that type of picture. I'm not gonna, even like the video, right? I'll probably edit out the parts where I stumble and mumble or I'm not coherent to make it flow better, right? So yeah. So I was just saying, like, it's important to, like, especially when you look at someone's profile, right? Just understand that they might be older.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So they have more life experience to get to the point where they're at. And on top of that, like, we all have our own advantages and disadvantages. Like, maybe their parents helped them get to the point where they are. Maybe their parents made it easier for them to get to the level where they are. But you yourself, you're starting from the ground up. Like, your parents immigrated here and you weren't as fortunate in terms of having financial help from your parents, social help from your parents. There's so many different layers, complexities to a human's like upbringing that you can't just see it all in one picture, right? So that's why I had to unfollow a lot of people on my Instagram. I used to follow like almost 1,200, something like that, people on my timeline, just cause like I want to keep up with this person, that person, and that person, and blah 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 blah. But like, especially like from following girls, for me anyways, was like, what am I doing? Why am I following this girl and that girl? It's like, you're pretty, but like, what do you do besides being pretty? Pretty for what? Like, okay, you're pretty, but what else do you do? Do you make videos? Do you sing? Are you a comedian? Like, what other thing do you do besides modeling or just like taking pictures or taking cute pics or sexy pics or thirst traps, whatever it is, right? It's like, what are you adding to my life by me bringing you into, by me following you, besides just looking cute, right? Ask anytime you're watching someone, you follow somebody, you're about to follow somebody, like, what do they do that's really relevant to me that would make me want to follow them, right? So just understand that there's a lot of complexities to how someone gets their following. Maybe they have a friend that already has like a huge following and the friend shouted them out. So it's not necessarily that they were just awesome from the jump, or they were just like cool, or they were just good off of their own name. I see situations where people like they leverage their friends' clout or their friends like following to improve their own account, stuff like that, right? And you may not have a friend that's doing anything relevant to you or anything on social media like that. So it's gonna be harder for you to get put on essentially, right? So always be mindful, always be careful of like constantly comparing yourself. So one of the things that I've done to increase my productivity and to limit my consumption of social media essentially is just to delete my apps before I go to bed.
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
Say
what?
So like it's like a baby steps, right? Delete your apps before you go to bed so that you don't have access to that Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter throughout the day. And then in the evening, once you finish most of your work, you finish like most of like your important tasks, you're studying, you're making your videos, you're making your art, then in the evening you can reinstall the apps and make that happen, right? So one of the things, this works because you have to delete the app, right? Then you have to go back into the app store, reinstall the app, log into with your login information, and then like get everything set up back. And when you go through that whole process, it makes it a lot less easy access, so to speak. It's less easy access to go back onto your social media. That's just one practical tip that I can definitely say will limit your consumption of Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. And just mindlessly going down the explore page and the timelines and everything that, because they understand they're making money off of you. The more time you spend on social media, the more ads they can run to you, and the more that they can, leverage your attention pretty much. It's the same with YouTube, ironically enough. But I feel like I get more value, like I can learn stuff from YouTube more often than I'm learning from Instagram. So to a certain extent, you gotta be careful with YouTube as well. But the ones that I definitely feel I'm addicted to are Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter. So you can definitely get lost in the sauce of that whole thing.
When I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
Can you be born with sauce?
No, you
sauce?
can't born with sauce.
You get sauce from
How you gonna be born with seasoning?
But yo, you already know what it is. Don't leave my channel. I have a ton of other videos that you definitely want to watch. Right here or here in the description. Check out my description, the pinned comment as well. The motto, as always, is if it doesn't feed you, don't water. Whatever it is, people, environment, situations, what you're watching, what you're watching, what you're listening, what you're eating, if it doesn't nurture you or make you better, cut it off. And our diet is more than just what we eat. It's everything that we consume. So be careful, be careful, be careful of that, okay? Everything for your mental health. Mental health, get me. I found deuces. Oh, and always remember as well, keep that same energy, be real, be authentic, don't be fake, and don't tolerate guys, girls, whoever that shows fake love or fake support to you. If they doubted you, overlooked you, slept on you at the beginning stages of your business, your YouTube channel, your art, but now once they see you having some success, now those same people want to support you. You tell them, keep that same energy, bro. Keep that same energy. Do
How we put food in the fridge and who am I? Someone trying to live his best life. I just want to take a pretty woman for a test drive. If I bring her to my room and I press I guarantee she's gonna see the force like an